and welcome to this video that will demonstrate how to configure a CoolSign player running the ETG standard video wall. To start, power on media player. Once on, press the Windows key and select from your choices all programs and then select Stop Watchdog. Once this has happened, press your Windows key on your keyboard again, and this time type as shown TASK MGR, and from choices, select Task Manager. Using the mouse, click the arrow to sort in a descending order. From the list, select XWatch Service Executable. Observe on the bottom right, the End Process button is now enabled. Double-click this to end the process for XWatch services. Again, sort the image naming in ascending order. Now we need to stop CS maintenance service. Once this has completed, we can now close Task Manager. We can now launch CoolSign Network Manager. Using your Windows key, select all programs from here, select the CoolSign folder, then double-click Network Manager to launch program. Once launched, using your credentials, log in. Again, allow to launch. Once this has happened, we are now ready to go to work. First thing we need to do is import content. As I am showing here, I'd like to split my screen in half. This makes it easy to drag and drop content. To split the screens, using your Windows key plus your arrows key, left or right arrows, you will observe the CoolSign Manager GUI will move accordingly. Next, using your Windows key plus the E key, open Windows Explorer. Navigate to the thumb drive and open it so that you can see the content folder for this particular install. Double-click to open the content folder. Now with the content folder highlighted, drag the highlighted folder to the CoolSign Manager window. Observe, the content wizard appears. You will have to click on the wizard to see it fully. The use of the wizard allows the ease of creating all the necessary items needed in order to configure the player in one easy step. It will import content, audio, triggers, our CEI data tables if applicable, and lastly, the channel. For each of the tabs, simply verify the information and click Next until you are able to save all the information. By clicking Save, the wizard starts to import the content. You will notice for each piece of content, if a data table is required, it will ask if you want to import the data rows for the new table title. Select OK for the first, and on the next wizard message, confirm data table overwritten, select Cancel. Once completed, you will observe the content being imported successfully as stated at the bottom of the wizard. Select OK. The next part of the wizard requires us to select the player we want tuned to the background content we've uploaded. So as shown, highlight the player and then select OK. Next to appear will be the progressive wizard summary. This is simply stating that the certain processes has been completed, and we can now proceed to completing our configurations. Click OK. States we have verified all the information. We are now set to configure our media player. So click on the Players tab. Once highlighted, highlight the player shown. Using your mouse, right-click as shown, and then from the menu, select the Configure Player. Since the player I am using has already been set, here is what you have to do. Under the resolution, you need to enter 1920 by 384 and ensure the refresh rate is at 60. Once these changes are made, you will select Apply Changes found at the bottom left. You will observe a message stating most video cards can't support resolutions less than 640 by 480. Select OK. Then the last wizard appears stating configurations have been saved. Click OK. As a verification, we want to look at the configurator settings and ensure they are the same as what we have just changed. So, press the Windows key. Using your mouse, select the CoolSign server folder. From this folder, select CoolSign Configurator and allow it to launch. Once open, we want to navigate to the Player Node Video Output Information page and verify that the settings reflect what we use when configuring the player, 1920 by 384. Continue clicking Next until we see the next page, Player Information. Again, verify our settings match as shown. Once verified, click Next until you are allowed to save the settings. Select Save and confirm the settings. We can now close the program by selecting Quit. We're now ready to configure our data tables. For this, we'll need to know where the customer wants to display each game theme on the display. To do this, click on the Data Tables tab at the top left of the screen as shown. Once this has opened, locate the Game Titles data table. Double-click on this. By clicking on it, we'll open the wizard as you can see. Notice for each title, titles 1 through 4, you have a drop-down arrow next to each of the game themes that will load by default. By clicking on the arrow, we'll show you a list of games. Select the appropriate theme for each row. Do remember, the way you see it here is how it will display on the actual display. So again, ensure the information matches what the customer wants. Once we have made our selections, we can now select OK. Navigate back to our Players tab. This time we want to tune it to a channel. Highlight the player as demonstrated. Once completed, using your mouse, press on the right button of the mouse. This will show a few selections. Select the Quick Tune feature. Here it will show you all the channels that reside on this media player. Select ETG background. Allow player to play channel. If for any reason the player does not play the channel, shut down the media player using the Windows key and selecting Restart for your option. Allow to reboot. Once running, you will see your content playing. Congratulations! You have successfully configured the media player to play ETG content.